real good training app. One of you all here should be able one day to use that app, like a TikTok. You understand? I mean, I have one friend who won $30,000 in a carry count competition. It shows you where you can find all the doubles members and you can rate it, right? Come on, we could be app developers here. That's great. Tablets and PCs and laptops are in, but not so in. It's your phone, it's wearables, your watches. You'll be able to pay with our watches very soon because we want to change the legislative agenda for Trinidad. Anyhow, let me play the video.
Imagine visiting San Fernando General Hospital and the doctor attends to you right away and pulls your medical history, knows your last diagnosis, allergies and personal data. This project is called the HIS and has begun. Imagine police officers able to apprehend speeding offenders through cameras and send their tickets via post. This is called a Spot Speed project and has begun. We at the Ministry of Public Administration have a dedicated unit to help the lives of citizens by providing easier access to government services. Yep, that's me in the Superwoman costume. The unit is called the National ICT Division and I'm the Public Sector ICT Specialist. My co-workers and I are responsible for the implementation of the National ICT Plan. This plan is a roadmap to make our country more e-ready. In this plan, there are many dynamic projects based on 5 strategic thrusts: connectivity, people, government, environment, and business. Let's break it down more. One of my main job functions is working with all IT managers in all the ministries to create different policies and guidelines for ICT use. Example, how all government employees should use their email and internet. This is called the GLAC project. Another major project is providing free Wi-Fi to all public areas in Trinidad. Example, transport hubs, hospitals, and libraries. This project will be launched next month and is called the TT Wi-Fi project. Another project we're working on is GovPayTT. No more long lines to get your blue paper. With this project, you can pay online and your blue paper will be sent to you through the post. More time to spend with loved ones. So what does this mean to you? Eventually, you will be able to pay in local shops using your phone. You will have more time dancing, doing yoga, or relaxing home. No need to hassle to talk and make long lines. ICT is a dynamic field. You can be a network specialist, a data scientist, or software engineer. Whichever road you choose, know that you're going to be a superhero.
I made this video last night with a very easy app called Toonly. Now, 5 years ago, the first presentation I did that in 2012 for an initiative called Girls in ICT. Presentation style in 5 years. And I did it deliberately to show you all how dynamic ICT, the area of ICT is. I have one more question. Before I leave, and I just want to ask, which phone is better, Samsung or iPhone? Oh, you're a critical thinker. Great. You all know the iPhone releasing today, right? Yes. Who's gonna buy it?
Not me.
Right? It's very expensive. Okay, give me three. You don't think I should marry you? No, yeah? Yeah? Thank you, then. It's okay. Sis, if you all have any questions, I'm there. So I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you all make the right choice in your career. Just know, as I said, it's easy to change. It's easy to help. And the world, I mean, there are much options. So keep your options open. Take care.
The boys who know where the lights are, could you turn them back on for us, please? So we have one additional speaker from the Ministry of Public Administration, and that is Ms. Lana Dato Matura. She's going to talk to you guys for a few minutes, so could we welcome her?
Organizers for inviting us to today's session, and we were just speaking back and you were saying that you're well behaved, you all are very attentive, and we thank you for that. So in the interest of time, I am going to go quickly, but I have one question. I know that you are not in the classroom today, so I don't want to make you feel that you're in the classroom, so I'm promising it's just one question. So I want to make sure, before I ask a question, I just want to let you know there is no why to this question. So by show of hands, is there anybody, students here, who are planning to have a career in the public service? At this point in your life, you say, I want to be a public officer. Anyone? Okay, don't worry. When I was your age, that was my same answer. And I'll tell you, there are two reasons why I was not interested in working in the public service. The first one was that my father said, you're going to be a doctor. So he chose my subjects, which was science. I'm not going to answer a question if that happened to any one of you. I would indeed make that same decision, and I'll tell you why. Where I'm working, I'm a senior research specialist. I'm working in a division called Modernization and Service Improvement Division. And just by the name there, you can tell that what we are about. We are about transformation. It's about how do you improve the public service to ensure that the delivery of services is excellent. I'm pretty sure when you hear about the public service, it's about slow, long lines. And I just want to share with you an initiative which we worked on. Now, one initiative, I don't know if you all have ever heard of TT Connect. Right, great. So TT Connect was an initiative which my division, we worked on to develop. And the concept behind TT Connect is simply that if you needed, TT Connect was developed in 2006. If you live in Point Fortin or Toco, you had to go to Port of Spain. You want a birth certificate, you had to go to Port of Spain, or as us public officers spoke for ourselves, we were like post office boxes. Somebody will find out, oh, you work in Port of Spain, can you pick up a form for me? Can you drop off a form for me? TT Connect was about decentralizing services so that citizens don't need to take an entire day off to come to get a service. And just to bring it home to you all of you all in the next year or two will be graduating from here. And you will be, and I believe the majority of you will be going on to tertiary education. And in accessing tertiary education, there is this thing called GATE, where your parents don't have to pay tuition, but you go through GATE. Now, before TT Connect, and if TT Connect did not exist, this is what would happen. You would, now there are about 20-something thousand persons who write a common entrance. Let's just say 10 to 15,000 decide they're going to tertiary education. That means if we didn't have TT Connect, there's one gate. Just picture it, 15,000 students with both their parents, and if the parents don't have somebody to supervise the children, they have to come as well, all move into one office to access a service. With TT Connect, what happened, we have 6 offices decentralized throughout Trinidad and Tobago, and in collaboration, Teacher Connect is about assisting in the delivery of services of other government ministries. But yet now, instead of 15,000 plus parents plus siblings going to one office, you would now be able to go to Teacher Connect offices where you just present your forms in terms of your identification, 2 forms of identification, your ID, your birth certificate, where they verify. And once that's verified, you go online and you apply for GATE. Now, those are some of the initiatives which we work at the Ministry of Public Administration. And I just want to encourage each and every one of you here that the public service is not a boring place. The public service is a very special and important entity in our country. It helps in the, how I like to describe it, I describe public service as a conscience of our society, through which the national development is going to take place. And there are exciting career opportunities for each one of you to be part of something big, be part of something in which our citizenry will benefit from. So I want to thank you all very much for your attention, and I do hope that when you think of your career, you can think of being a public officer who will contribute to the development of our country. Thank you so much.
Don't you all petroleum, mechanical, instrumentation, manufacturing, electrical, mechanical, civil? Ever heard of civil? You ever heard of civil before? What is civil? What is civil engineering?
Bridges and that kind of thing.
Right. Building of bridges, roadways, buildings, right? Now, when you hear things in terms of building, you would think probably a mason. Yes? No. A civil engineer will be the person identifying what type of structure needs to be built, all right, for the particular building you desire. So this is a one story, yes? All right, and then we have probably 2 stories on other sections of the compound. Would we need the same foundation for a 1 story that we would for the 2 story or 3 stories? No, right? Would we need the same beams? No. So a civil engineer would be the point person who will identify what type of structure needs to be laid in terms of the foundation, beams, and that kind of thing. All right? Good. Have you ever heard about maritime? Maritime engineering.
See.
When we hear maritime, I know many people think of insurance. Yes? No, that's not what we're talking about here today. When you hear maritime, we are speaking of all those ships that we have coming to our shores. Right? The liners, the cargo ships, our very own water taxis, the boats that carry us from Trinidad to Tobago and back. Right? Maritime, we have different areas. We have navigation. So you can study maritime and then become the captain of the ship. We even like to call them the pilots. Good? You stay courses, you know exactly what channels need to be used. Because do we have signs on the sea? No, we don't. So you need to understand the types of channels that you need to use in the sea to get to your point at the quickest time, and also to ensure that you're safe. Then we have engineering, maritime engineering. Basically, it speaks for itself in terms of fixing the machinery and engines on the ship so that you would not lose time on the water. Good? And then we have nautical science, which is the on-port activities. So you see we have various ports throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Yes? Or no? Do we have ports throughout Trinidad and Tobago? Right. Right? So if it is that you're not interested in being on sea, you can then look at nautical science. Good? Right. So those are a few of our engineering type programs. Then we have teaching. Do we have any teachers here? Any persons who want to become teachers?
one person. And she pulled back down her hand, quick. Right? One person. So what happened to the rest of you? I wonder why. Giving teachers too much trouble so you don't want that experience yourself? Yes, I feel that's it. Alright? However, we have a bachelor's in education that you can consider. For those of you who still may have it in the back of your mind and you wanna look at that particular field. Yes? We have the bachelor's in education that is being done where you can study to become a preschool teacher, primary, secondary school teacher. Right? Understand me? Now everything that I'm speaking to you about now, I will have brochures available for you at the back. So you don't have to worry about remembering every single thing. Good? We have sports studies for persons that is into sports. We have sports studies programs. We have it, we have actually renamed it called kinesiology. All right, and we have 4 areas that you can choose to specialize in. Good? We have IT programs, computer software, and we also have telecommunications, aviation. Now that's the maintenance, not if it is that you want to fly, but the maintenance of the fixed wing planes and helicopters. Good? We have agriculture-related programs. Anybody into agriculture, food technology, animal health? Nobody? How many of us like to eat here? Right. So how nobody into food? Nobody into agriculture? Food is a huge industry, you know. There's a lot of money in food. Alright? You need to do some research on it. Some of you may think when you hear agriculture, it's like long time, going in the land with your big hat, right, and your tools, and you're sweating, right? Trying to reap what you would have sown, trying to plant back, that kind of thing. But now with technology, agriculture is no longer like that. Good? We have technology now. So it's something that you should look into, especially for the ones who still a little iffy about what we are into, what we want to do for our career. Look into it. Good? Right. What am I forgetting? Ooh. Fashion. Anybody into fashion here? Somebody say, ooh. Fashion. Yes, my friend here. Anybody into fashion? Nice. Great. 3 people, 3 brave persons put up their hand. Anybody in front here? Fashion is a huge industry. We all like to look nice, yes? Good. Fashion is a really huge industry. You can study fashion management, or you can actually study fashion design. Create your own clothing, accessories, that kind of thing. Bags, what have you. Good? You can manage the fashion industry if you're not into the actually creating it. You can study to manage the fashion industry. Good? Animation. Any of us ever thought about making movies, cartoons, that kind of story? Miss this teacher, this person behind me, she put on my hand for everything. Right? Anybody into fashion, into animation, sorry? I know usually the guys, thank you. I know usually the guys, they are the ones that into it, no problem. So we do have animation, and we also have visual communication. Visual communication is, it helps you to understand how to create advertisements and so on. Right? It's so much more than that. Alright? When you come to the table, when we have a breakout session, we can discuss everything. Now the entry requirements for our programs, it's easy. We have different levels, certificates, diplomas, bachelors, masters, PhDs. Alright? Certificate, diploma, bachelors will be considered undergraduates. You all understand that? When you hear postgraduate, you're looking at areas in masters and PhDs. Those are just different levels of study. For you all, seeing that you all already doing your CAPE, you would then look at coming in at the bachelor's level. You would not have to look at the diploma or the certificate, because that you would have covered that at level with your CAPE. Okay? So you come in with your CSEC passes and at least 3 CAPE passes, depending on the program of interest, right? You come in with those passes and you can apply for the program of interest. Engineering programs would then mean that you need to have science subjects. I think that it will be understood, yes or no? Once you're looking at engineering, except for IT, you'll be looking at having your science passes, right? The others will have different entry requirements, and everything is in the brochure that you'll be collecting at the back. Good? Everybody good? Understand? We understand gates. I know the presenter from before, she explained gates. So you all understand gates, everybody? All right, nicely. Just want to thank you for allowing me to speak with you. And further questions or to get brochure information and so on, please feel free to visit me at the back.
Thank you so much, Ms. Commissioner. So now we actually have 2 members of the Community Police Unit from the Southern Division, WPC Brown and WPC Campbell, who will be talking to you guys a little bit about opportunities in our security services.
Class.
Pleasant good morning to the future. Always someone like always the future. If you all represent the future, that future looking very dull. Good morning to the future of Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning. Thank you. I am 17475 WPC Campbell, and with me is my colleague 17331 WPC Brown. We are here to represent the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, and I'd like to thank the organizers for fitting us in the schedule. You know, we would ever miss the opportunity to help guide our youth in their career path. Now, I just want to tell you a little bit about the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. So our vision is to make every place in Trinidad and Tobago safe. You appreciate that? Do you appreciate that? Yes. Wonderful. So, as police officers, we are mandated to maintain law and order, preserve peace, protect life and property, prevent as with you, detect crime, apprehend offenders, and enforce all laws and regulations with British style. Yeah. Who we are? Police officers come from all walks of life, from all religions, all ethnic backgrounds. We are the neighborhood boy and girl who have chosen law enforcement career. We are the men and women dedicated to protecting and serving the citizens and visitors of Trinidad and Tobago. We are your friend. Do you agree? No? Well, I hope after today you change that perspective, sir. So I will say it again. We are your friend. Call us for directions, advice, or in case of emergency. Who else do you call for all those mentioned? Trevor, say? We are the shield. We are the shield between the law-abiding and the lawless. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. Round the clock service. Give us a round of applause for that. We represent everyone, regardless of race, color, creed, and class. So, what we do? We are prepared, based on our oath, prepared to lay our lives on the line each time we report for duty. I want you to think, listen, that's what we are prepared to do for you. We patrol your neighborhood, making it safe for you and your family. We enforce the law, we apprehend and prosecute lawbreakers. We also engage in community outreach. We have police youth clubs. How many of you are aware of that? Why are you behaving like all you can talk hard and when all you're outside in lunchtime is not Why are you getting on so raise up all your hand? All you getting like all you're unsure? How many of you here are aware of the police youth clubs? Yes. Confidence is everything. You say so? Fleeky say so? Well, previously we used to host town meetings, but we realized people don't really like to come out and sing midnight after they work hard and stuff, so we have to come to you. We visit schools and well, other institutions. We go to all other institutions. We have to lecture to places like the Agricultural Bank and Tea and Tech. We go there and we share information to the staff on safety, domestic violence. We are information providers based on the law. So now, they say, what? One hand no clap. How can you help us? Anybody knows? Think about it. And you'll come with your suggestions at the round table. So, one, you can cooperate with us. You can cooperate with us. Hello, church. Hallelujah. So if an officer asks you to identify yourself and listen, we have experienced it firsthand from students just like yourselves. What's your name, young man? Where you want to do that for? us. The police ask you to identify yourself. Of course, just do that. How difficult is that to do? You have been answering your name since you've been sitting at talk. That's the first thing your parents is asking when they start to talk. What is your name? All your life people asking you that. You think they're going to stop now? Just identify yourself. You may resent being questioned. Based on your mood, that's your identification. You may have one the same thing that the bandit who was robbing the shop now. You understand? And you may have some of the descriptions or the characteristics that the victim would have identified. Please cooperate with us. Thank you. And now you can spread it to everybody who, because sometimes our behavior is learned. We saw somebody behaving like that and we just trump and follow suit. Do the right thing. You are the future. Practice road safety. Wear your seatbelts. I call it your $1,000. Please put on your 1,000 when you get in the car. Right? Good. Obey speed limits. Some of us here are the age to drive. And we might be giving a little colleague or a friend, classmate a little drop. And we want to show off now. Yes? Obey the speed limits. Please. Pay attention to crossing. Do not. The future. Do not. You all are young. And you know we like to take a risk. Do not consume alcoholic beverages and drive. It's against the law. Please do not shine up anyone. Do not use your cell phones. Or they're quick at it, or they're very quick at the cell phones. Do not use your cell phones. If you're tired or sleepy, do not drive. You can cause RTAs, road traffic accidents. And please ensure that your vehicle is mechanically sound. These are just simple things. Simple things. Which helps you now. We just say, well, I'm going to remember bandit went for traffic offenses. We call all those things on the road traffic offenses. Well, remember bandit, blah, 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 blah. But you are also breaking the law. Be your brother's keeper. Don't be like all those other children. A fight is occurring and you whip out your phone to get it firsthand onto social media. Yes? Let us practice non-violence. Let us practice conflict resolution. Yes? Obey the laws. You can go and look at the laws yourself. It's available. It's readily available for everybody. Somebody was talking about the internet and stuff. You all are very savvy with the internet. You can go on Legal Affairs and pull up the laws. You can pull up the traffic offenses. You can pull up the Children's Act. You can pull up domestic violence. Anything that you need to see, it is there. Readily available for you. Don't just TikTok. Okay? So now I'll hand you over to my colleague who will go to a different aspect of the police service.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So, are you all up to the challenge to become police officers? Nobody here wants to be a police officer. So then what's all your callers here for? Tell me, not even one person? Alright. Just in case you might have second thoughts somewhere down the road, I will just give you a few information as to how you would go about doing it. what you need to know. Application requirements. Applicants must be citizens of Trinidad and Tobago and of good character. Anybody can tell me what is good character? Nobody can tell me what is good character. All now we're supposed to be having. See, just how we all behaving nice and all this stuff, nobody wants to put up their hand. This is good character. And I hope you all carry this through because, you know, sometimes we patrolling in San Fernando and we see all, you know, with that other character, that other side of you that comes out now. Yeah, yes, in school, we're all nice and everything. So, in order to come into the police service, you must have a good character. And I'm saying that because, you know, there are things that happen while we're going to school. You know, we get into little fights, you know, we get into trouble, whether it be whatever. And sometimes a record is placed against you. This record goes with you for life. So every time you have to go for a job interview, they would ask you to do what? Present a certificate of good character. And we'd be surprised there are persons who would have come, they go to an interview, and the person told them, well, I see 10, 15 years ago, you were in a fight, and you probably will be the person. We don't want no troublemakers in our company, and that's what has happened. And you now thinking, well, all right. But that was so long, it was, you know, while I was going to school. It goes with you for the rest of your life. So think about getting into fights and getting into altercations with persons, because somewhere down the road, it will come back to haunt you. Applicants should be no less than 18 and no older than 35 years of age at the 1st of January in the year which the appointment is made. Males and females must be of good physique and at least 167 centimeters and 150 centimeters in height respectively. Now, a long time ago, we would have nice, you see, we would have nice tall police officers all over the place. Now, because we don't have so many people wanting to come to the police service, we have waived the height criteria for some shorter persons. So, at the end of the day now, if you're short, like my friend right here, I can hardly see her, she sit down under there, you can still get into the police service with your height. Okay, no, I'm not picking on you, right? I just using your height as a description, right? All applicants attending the primary selection must have the original and copy of the following documents. So you must have a Trinidad and Tobago ID card, Trinidad and Tobago driver's permit class 3. So for persons wanting to come in the service, you must have these things. Proof of having attained the educational requirements as outlined, its equivalent, or qualifications of higher standard. Successful applicants are required to sit an entrance examination, attend a medical examination which includes HIV, STD, drug tests, you know, so anybody who, you know, might be engaging in, you know, smoking marijuana at a tender age like now, we know we have some students that take part in this. Let them know if they want to come into the police service, these are the things that you have to do in order to get in there. A chest x-ray, optical test, and a pregnancy test for female applicants. You must be able to pass a physical ability test, undergo a polygraph and psychological test, pass a background investigation, and if successful, an interview will be conducted before a selected panel. The educational requirements. You must have 5 CXC subjects, general proficiency, including English, grades 1, 2, and 3. 5 CXC subjects, basic proficiency, including English language, grade 1 only. Or 5 GCE ordinary level passes, including English language, grade A, B, and C. Can anybody tell me what subject that everybody does that is not there to get to the service? Hooray. For some of you, that is. The persons who like maths and everything, yeah. But the service has taken out maths as one of the criteria to come into this service. So it's not compulsory anymore. Before it was. Officers will also have access to other physical and technical training and development programs throughout their careers. Terms and conditions of employment. So if we want to get into a job, and if we want to know how much money we would make, any job, right? But you will find that out at the wrong table, okay? Some of the benefits that we have meal allowances, house allowances, a whole lot at the end of the day. Probation. New recruits are required to undergo a probation period for 2 years from the date of appointment. During this time, they will be closely supervised and their performance evaluated on a monthly basis. At the end of the probation period, officers must write an entrance exam, write an examination which will confirm them in their appointment as police constable. So that is how easy it is to get into the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. I trust and hope that we'll see some of you might have a change of heart. By the time you finish exam and you reach outside there and you realize that everywhere else that you're going to work, they only hire me on contract. In the police service, Coast Guard, it goes until whenever you decide to retire. They're not telling you after 2 years, we have to review a contract. So think about it, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you. So what do we do when the police officer stops us and says, what is your name? What do you do? Tell them your name, right? Okay. So the next speaker that we have is Ian Seaman Greenwich, and he's going to come and talk a little bit about opportunities in the Tobago Defense. And after that, we're actually going to do a group speaker, so I need the alumni to pay attention and the speakers, and I'm going to call you guys up after LS Grilling speaks. So we welcome him.
Is everybody hearing me? Pleasant morning to the principal, vice principal, deans, coordinators, the alumni. Form 6, correct? Yes. Everybody all right this morning? Yes. Bring everybody looking at tents. You all have breakfast? No breakfast? You all fasting? I hope you all just joking, right?
So lunch will be available if you have to wake up to eat, so start waking up.
They'll wake up to eat. Teenagers always wake up to eat. Yes. That's okay. Right. I'd like to be more interactive, but I guess I'll take the mic afterwards. I want to be very brief. As Ms. Clark mentioned, I am leading Seaman Greenwich. Right, I'm a member of the Defense Force / the Coast Guard. So the Coast Guard is the Marine branch of the Defense Force. Anybody knows anything about the Defense Force? Anybody? Defense Force. When you hear Defense Force, what do you think? Army? Yes. So what happened? We have 4 formations in the Defense Force. I'm going to give you, if you want to take notes, it's okay. I'm going to kind of compress everything. I know you're a little hungry. Just to look at your faces, you seem to be hungry. So, Defense Force comprises of the Air Guard, the Coast Guard, the Regiment, and the Reserves. So you all get the formation there, right? It's 4 formations. So it's air, sea, and land, right? They comprise of the military branch of this country, which is the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Everybody else is paramilitary. Police, fire, prisons, etc. So you all get the military branch. Military means in times of war, with insurgents, state of emergency, we are called to arms. So we like the Avengers. Right? So when things get a little serious, they call us out. So hence you don't see military personnel on the streets all the time unless they have joint task force with the police service, which is ITF. That's a different story. So I'm going to give you the qualification. Anybody interested in joining the Coast Guard? Any swimmers here? Or they live on an island or they can't swim? Something wrong. Everybody have this whole hand should have gone up quickly. No swimmers. In your free time, you can save your life. It's not just about the Coast Guard, alright? It is not about the Coast Guard alone. It can save your life, it can save your friend's life. You can save yourself? At least you can save somebody. Alright, he says you can save yourself. So, alright, I'm going to give you the breakdown. This is 6th form, right? So, at your level, I'm going to give you the breakdown. So, there are 3 ways, now pay attention, 3 ways you can get in the organization. So, you know it's brains and bronze. I'm going to give you the right act first. This is not an 8 to 4 job, okay? We're going to get that out of the way. It's not an 8 to 4 job. You can be called at any time, even when you're off, quote unquote. Our basic functions, search and rescue, we call them SAR, drug interdiction, border patrol, and one of the most important disaster relief. You all know about that Grenville and this hurricane season. And we are the country that is least affected by the hurricanes due to our location. Everybody the geography, right? Right, so 6th form intelligent. So the southernmost island in the archipelago, you all know that. Right, so the hurricanes form in the Atlantic, yada, and then they come across. So we so low down, they tend not to hit us. So we always give disaster relief to all the hurricane-stricken islands. Right, for example, now we have some crews out there. The news just spoke always, for what how big it is, always big up the soldiers, but we have Coast Guard men across there as well. So that's why I asked you, when you hear Defense Force, what do you think? So Defense Force is not just Army regiment, it's everybody. Okay? Right, so it is not an 8 or 4 job, you can be called at any time, as I said before. The qualifications to get in, the 3 ways, pay attention. You could come in as a rating, an officer cadet, or something called a special service commission officer. Right? Rating is like the workforce, the workers of the organization. So that's we have the technical branch and the administrative branch. We have the seaman branch. They are the persons, they will come into the age of 18 and 24. That is the rating structure. Move from ordinary seaman or assistant cook, assistant mechanic, and they go straight up to fleet chief so that's the highest rank. I don't want to confuse you over the ranks. I just give them the qualifications, right? What do you have so far? I'm going to give some people some push-ups in a while. Yeah, watching the owners, you know. But the owner brave too. The organization is brains and bronze. I'm going to give you the physical aspect in a while. So the academic aspect, as I said before, the rating, which is the work structure, we need 5 subjects including math and English. Right? If you come in technical department, you need a technical certificate. Right? The officer cadet structure, you need the 5 subjects and 3 K. And a diploma and or a degree. That is the officer cadets. These are the persons, right? They'll be driving vessels eventually. A ship. We have $1 million assets alongside, we have $1 million assets patrolling. And the final aspect of what you can get in the organization is special service mission officers, right? So these are persons that once the organization has a need for you, because we call the Coast Guard and the military and the whole a self-sustaining unit. We have everything there, from captain to cook. When you go to sea, you need a cook. You can't go for KFC outside there. Right? So we have to have, besides the captain on board, we have the captain, we have the medic, we have an engineering officer, okay? We have a gunner, admiral, we have a mechanic, etc., etc. So the special service commission officers, they will come in at a later age. They will come into the age of 24 and 42 because they need to have a degree and above. So like on our boat, the base functions in the same way. So on the base we have a doctor, we have a lawyer, we have IT specialists, we have public relation officers, etc., etc. You get the drift? So whatever the work is looking for, and they send out an ad on the papers, weeklies, dailies, and they will give you time, date, and venue. So you'll pay attention. I know you'll get the news sometimes on your phone, so pay close attention to what is going on in the country. So that's the 3 days. So I said the written 5 subjects include Maths and English. But what I'm going to do fast, you'll pay attention, right? Nice. Maths and English, that's the written structure. Or if you come in a written in technical department, meaning you want to become a cook, a mechanic, a plumber, a shipwright, which is a carpenter, etc. Remember, it's a self-sustaining unit. So we do all things for ourselves inside it, right? You need a technical certificate. If you come in as a seaman officer, which is an officer cadet, you will need your 5 CXC, your 3K, yeah, a diploma and or degree. Right? And the special service commission officer level, you need degree and above, because we have doctors there. You could come in with your master's, your degree, your BSc, PhD, accordingly. You all follow that? Everybody on the same page? Right. You're going to get lunch just now. So moving forward, the physical aspect to get in the organization. So it's brains and bronze. I say you don't need to use long time. It can't be power on the inside there. You need to do a certain amount of push-ups in 2 minutes, sit-ups in 2 minutes, and a 2-mile run. 2-mile run, not to get you too afraid, is 8 times around the track in National Stadium. 8 times. You 8. B-I-G-H-T. 8 times. You do any push-ups according to your age. The younger you come in, the more push-ups you are required to do. If you come in at the age of 18, an average 18-year-old male is supposed to be able to do at least between 75 and 85 push-ups in 2 minutes. At least 115 sit-ups in 2 minutes. Okay, you get too excited. So we have the push-ups, the sit-ups. This is at the rating level, right? Follow, so hope you're following. Push-ups, sit-ups, the mile, the run. But prior to that, we have a assessment. So you need to have, besides a certificate of good character, you need to come with your qualifications, and then they will assess you in whatever area that they see fit. Long ago, they used to have it in one area, St. John Hall Ambulance in Port of Spain, right? It isn't like that again. Things has grown, the organization has expanded, so we have it in different areas now, east, west, north, and south. Very easy for you, just pay attention to the papers, right? When you see according to his surname, you'll come out on that specific day. It's very easy to follow. You come out on that day, you write a Maths, English, IQ test, dictation. You pass that, you go into the physical. Yeah, you pass that, you have the medical, same medical procedures the police officer just mentioned there. You have a medical test, you didn't have no sickle cell, no STDs, no sexual, no illegal substances within your bloodstream. You know what illegal substances are, you have to go through all of that. Right? You need a clean, stressing on clean bill of health. Because it is not for us, not for you alone, it's to safeguard the organization. Persons have not to frighten persons, but persons has come to near death, and in some cases, people have died. Right? It's a vast minority. So to avoid that, because you do a lot of exertion training, you're out in the sun a lot, you're swimming a lot, you're doing a lot of things, right? So if your body is not prepared for it, you might be able to make it. So prepare your mind and your body at the same time. So you pass in medical, then you have an interview. You have to have an interview. The interview consists of, they'll ask you certain questions, why do you want to join the organization, etc., etc. Anybody can ask why. If the commanding officer asks you, why do you want to join the 300 Coast Guard, does anybody have an answer? That means you need to answer. Right. Most people say they want to serve the country very well. So that is clear. Some people say they want a stable job. So you can be honest with the answer. When you go in for an interview, as you all know, you have to Google these things now. When you go in for an interview, you need to dress. Let's say most children here dress respectfully. Your hair needs to be in a bun. For women, not touching the color. Men neatly groomed. I don't think any of the boys here wear their pants off their waist. I don't believe that. No. with boys in their school. So you dress accordingly, you try to wear tone colors to get the interview, pass the interview, to give you a date to come in. You all have that so far? So training for ratings will be between 3 to 4 months. Officer cadets, they will be ship captains eventually. The training will be a year to a year and a half. Right? They used to train in England that month, where if you all pay attention as we pictures and all those persons train, they are naval trained as well. Right? So they train across and they train in UTT now due to course cutting, right? It's the same course, right? And they train there, rating straight in Trinidad, and to encompass everything, we all come together as one unit. So I hope you all got as much information as possible in reference to how to join the organization. And I remember before, as I want to stress again, it's not an 8 to 4 job. Brains and bronze. If you're actually interested and you have probably left out something in your mind because you don't have any time to ask all these questions, you can approach. I'll be back if you feel like I'm very approachable. I had lunch and I had breakfast. So I'm okay. Right, so that's it for me. It was nice being in your presence, and I hope we meet again. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Can we give a hand to all our speakers? So I'm going to ask the members of the event planning committee from the class, all the members of the event planning committee come. While they're coming, I'll tell you guys a little bit. In anticipation of our 50th class reunion in 2024, our class, the class of 69 to 74, has organized this weekend of activities, and this is our first event. The needs of MOSEC, which is our former high school, are countless. Many of us were able to achieve academic, professional, to achieve academic, professional, and personal success because of the kindness of teachers and administrators that we encountered here. It is now our turn to give back to this school, and our generosity hopefully will make a significant contribution as the teachers prepare you guys for the new crop of leaders. We are really proud to be the class of 69 and 74 and to make a difference. So this is, you see how many people it took to get this village to make this work. We have been meeting weekly and more recently bi-weekly for almost 4 months in order to get all of these activities together. So I'd like to have us give us a round of applause and thank everyone. Everybody who is here from the class of 1969 to 1974. So this entire class, we decided we didn't just want to get together, meet in Skinner Park, play a game and get a drink. We wanted to really do something that was significant and that would be meaningful to you and to your teachers and administrators. So we decided that we were going to raise $10,000 for the school. And within about maybe a month, we got the $10,000. So we raised the goal, we raised the goal to $13,000. And we are committed to assisting the principal and the deans and vice principal to receiving the money they need to get you guys a new IT lab. I can report to you, as of this morning, our donations stood at $22,500, so we're very close. We have another activity tomorrow, which is a fundraising dinner, which will be held here at the school. And we know that we'll raise the rest of the money and hopefully we will exceed it. So we'd like to just say that for us, this is a lot of work. I'm not going to kid you. Some of us haven't slept much and we're very tired, but it's all for not just a good cause, it's a good thing. You know, we are proud to be alumni of MOTSEC. And they're very, very happy. We actually say we're very, very happy. And oh yes, you know, for many of us, this MOTSEC was like our family. I don't know how it is for you guys, but I'm pretty certain this spirit of MOTSEC is on. You know, this was home for many of us. You know, I know for a lot of students, I know for me, you know, home was not the most peaceful place when I was in high school, but my colleagues, my teachers, they, you know, stood behind me, lifted me when I needed lifting, and made sure that I stayed and continued to do what I needed to do in order to be a successful person. And I think that's the same message that all of us will have. You can be successful. Decide to be, and then just do it. That's it. You decide. You guys are in sixth form. Soon, within a year, maybe a year and a half or two, you're going to be in charge of your own lives. Make good choices. Choose your friends wisely. That's what we did, right? And you're going to and you're going to become everything that you could be and everything that you want to be. So having said that, we are going to break up now for lunch. Ms. Headley is going to assist me with giving you some instructions. After lunch, you're going to have half an hour. Hold up, no talking yet. I was a prefect, so I know what to do here. After lunch, you're going to have half an hour for lunch. You can make as much noise as you want, do whatever you want. You don't have me bothering you. After lunch, the round tables will be set up. And you're going to rotate through stations at about every 12 minutes. You should be able to get about 4 stations. If you're particularly interested in something, let us know or let us help you.
Okay, we would like, that's very tired. So we'd like to say thank you for the morning session to our alumni. Say thank you again, students.
Thank you.
Now I am instructing you that after lunch you will talk, okay? They don't need you to talk. At this moment, could you all do me a favor before you go for lunch? Join 2 tables together, in 2 and 2, understand? And then you will then have your chairs entirely around. So let me show you if you don't have it.
Olha a firma. Olha aqui.
Live done it? Live done it?